Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to discuss the Ultimate Reading Challenge. So if that sounds interesting to you, please stick around. If you're new here, I'm Kasey LeAlma. I'm a bookaholic, a planner nerd, and I hope to one day be someone's favorite author. Now let's get into the Ultimate Reading Challenge. And you're probably wondering what the Ultimate Reading Challenge is, and I am here to tell you. I am super excited about this challenge that I am going to be doing for quarter 2. I do not get to read very often, and a lot of the times reading isn't for fun anymore since I became a writer. A lot of the times now I'm looking at stuff in a different light because I know how the structure should be and how sentences are put together. And there's just a lot of things that now as a writer that I can never go back and not know reading books. So the enjoyment sometimes isn't there on some books. I definitely feel like I'm way pickier now on books. Like it takes a lot more for me to actually pick them now instead of like, oh well, that sounds interesting, I'll read it. Yeah, now I'll read. Used to I could like download a sample, read it, and be like, oh, this is really cool, I gotta know what happens. Now I'm like, no, nope, just way more pickier. Okay, so the Ultimate Reading Challenge is going to be reading entire Guild Codex series. The Guild Codex was created. The author of the Guild Codex is Annette Marie. She's a Canadian, and she has put out, I don't know, like 30 books, around 30 books probably, I would say. Her main genre that she does is urban fantasy. Her website says she does epic fantasy, but I found her about 4 years ago, I believe, and I haven't been able to I've only read, she has about 30 books out, around that number. I've only read 4 of them, just 4, and I have reread them several times so far, but I've only read 4 of her books, and these 4 are part of the Guild Codex. So in the Guild Codex, there are 4 separate standalone series. They're not standalone books, but they're standalone series. You can read any of these 4 series in any order, and you would understand what's happening in the world. You don't need to read them all in order or anything like that. You can read whatever you want, because a Facebook ad got me on her series Demonized. I was like, this is intriguing, I'm gonna see. And so I read it, and then I read the second book, and then I had to wait for the third book, and then I had to wait for the fourth book. But after reading, I didn't realize until like the third book that there was other books in this world that she's created, and it's a huge world that she's created. There's so much in this world. It's amazing, and I hope one day to be kind of like it, like being able to create such a world for my characters. That would be awesome. But so I printed off a list. She did this for her fans, in a fan Facebook group and everything. She did this for her fans. It is chapter by chapter order. I mean, chapter by chapter reading order. Can you not? Oh my gosh, this is amazing. So this chapter level chronological order detailed covers the 4 series: Spellbound, Demonized, Warped, and Unveiled. And these you probably can't see, but aren't they cute? She has little things. I don't know what the umbrellas mean. I know what the cookies mean in Demonized. And I'm pretty sure I know what the magnified glass means for warped, and I have no idea what that means for unveiled because I haven't read it. But these stories, all the characters in this world are interconnected, so if you're reading one series, you're probably going to meet someone from a different series. And the first series in this world is Spellbound. And so I started with Demon Eyes and not Spellbound. So I have a little bit of catching up to do. I'm gonna try this. This is my goal for Q2, is to finish this chapter by chapter. It's not completely done because the Unveiled series is, I don't believe it's completely out yet. I think there's one more coming later this year, and that's totally fine, because I believe the Unveiled is at the end. Yes, so the first Unveiled is at the very end of the list. So I think if going through this list and then reading the Unveiled series at the end, it's going to be perfectly fine. But I am excited. She writes slow burn, romance. Demon Eyes was wonderful. So I can't wait to see how she did Spellbound. Now Spellbound has, I think, the most books in it, like 6 or 7, and then Demon Eyes has 4 and Warped has 3, and I think Unveiled was to have 3. So Spellbound is the longest series that she had going on for this, and it looks like you read the first 5 pretty much books in Spellbound before you even start mingling them together. But I am super excited about doing this challenge. Let me show you. So these are the books that I started with, the Demon Eyes series, and like I said, it is so good. It is so good. But last Christmas, my mother-in-law, bless her heart, she knows me, or my husband knows me, when she asked for what Christmas presents to get me. But she got me $100 and Kindle money. So I bought the rest of this Guild Codex. I bought all the books. I was sitting there like the day after Christmas. Me and my husband were like sitting watching TV and stuff, and I'm over here like add all this cart, and then I like push purchase, and I look to see the balance, and I'm like, well, I just spent $60 on books. And he's like, what? Like, spending $100 on books is super easy to do. I did it. I got all the books. I even pre-ordered the ones that weren't out at the time. So I have the entire collection on my Kindle, and I can't wait to start reading this. I did kind of break it because last weekend I had to read the first Demon Eyes book, but that's okay. I will totally reread it when I get to that part in my challenge. I am so excited, guys. I can't wait for this relaxing time. I've been really wanting to, I've had these books since Christmas, but I knew that I needed to finish my draft first, and I'm almost there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this challenge, and hopefully I'll have it done by the end of the quarter. I am a binge reader, so I don't foresee it taking me that long. I don't know exactly how many books there are to read in it, but I would say 3 weeks maybe. Take me 3 weeks to do this. I do want to try not to stay up late a lot. It's okay. My body typically understands if I stay up 1 night or 2 nights a week, but if I go more than that, usually it's like it starts shutting down and I get headaches and migraines, and it just tells me that I can't do that. I'm too old to do that. So my goal is not to stay up late while doing this challenge, but to take my time and really invest in like pick up the Easter eggs and all of them now. So yay. Anyway, guys, that is my ultimate reading challenge. If you're interested in doing this challenge with me, please comment down below and go check out Annette Marie. I think you really will love her books if you love urban fantasy like I do. And as always, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Bye.